Howdy, y'all. All right, this is a little video for JG Six Guns. If y'all don't follow him on YouTube, I'll leave a link in the description to his channel. He was loading some black powder, 20 gauges, and he was talking about how much he loaded. It's like, when I did that, and put the wad in, the wad was too tall. So I cut them off. Plus, with black powder, I like to run these little felt wads. They're wax hard card 20 gauge 10 millimeter. And I like to run those because I put that down over the charge and I compress it down way it makes sure I got a good compression on it. Another thing too is I run roll crimp. So we've already got these sized and primed. I'm going to take this little tool I made up. I'm going to cut them to length. These are once fired shells. Now, what I normally do at this point is I load the powder in. I got these loading blocks because black powder, I usually scoop it in. And with the roll crimp, I run 2.2 cc's of 2F, which is that much. We can put it over the deal here so I don't spill it. Now, he was saying that he runs 16 grains of 700X, and he only had 14 on his deal, but that's okay. We're going to scoop 2.2 cc's of 700X. I've got this scale set on 15 grains right now. And you know what? That's exactly 15 grains. 2.2 cc's by volume is the same weight, or is the same volume. Did not know that. Now, when I was originally setting all this up, looking for my other funnel, I don't see it. Let me see if I can get this in here. When I was originally setting this stuff up, I could not get my powder load in there. Let me mark on here so I don't get them mixed up. Black powder, 700X. When I was regular crimping them, I was running 2.8 cc's. And that might have been the thing I was thinking of when I was talking to him, or replying to his video. But let's see, we got 7/8 wide. And these are Claybirds CB1078-20. Let me find me a stick. We're just going to try to do this by hand right quick. See it? That will not go all the way in. And let's try it with the black powder. Same thing. I guess that's what I was thinking when I replied to him. But look at it. Why is the black powder sticking up more than the 700, even though it was both 2.2 cc's? Let's pull these back out here. They look like they have the same amount in them. I don't know. Let's go back and do that again. Let's do a little pushing in on both of them. That one went in. But that one won't. See, I don't understand that. So, I knew that that's going to be tight, being roll crimped anyway. I don't run this much powder anyway for cowboy loads. I do a reduced load anyway. So, what I usually do, like I said, I run these felt wads to really compress the black powder, make sure it gets a good ignition and you know, builds the pressure it needs to and all that kind of stuff. And then I take these and cut the deals off of it. It's time consuming, but that's what I do. So let's see if we can't lay them down here side by side. This out of the way, see if I can do that. That much shorter. Just weird. I don't understand that, but I mean, technically it looked like it was the same amount, 2.2 cc's, but black powder definitely went in there further. All right, while I've got the black powder in here, I'm gonna go ahead on my Lee press over here, press it in. Now I go down until it stops and just barely pull just a little bit more, just to make sure. Let me see, where did my flashlight go? If you look and see, you can kind of see that it put a little indentation in that wide. Put my cut off felt or wad in there. Go back in. I'm going to compress that just a little bit on that. You'll see the wad's just below the surface. I'm going to have to I have 3/4 ounce set up in my press right now. Hang on just a second. All right, I got me another shell and dumped some in it and then poured it into there. Wasn't quite completely organized. Oh, hell, I had a little shot sitting over here in a jar. I got these that I make with a 5/8 hole punch in boxes like this. Cereal boxes, any kind of boxes. I punch those out. Lay that in there. And then I'll roll crimple. That's how I do my black powder. So, why did that go in deeper than that and with basically the same volume of 2.2 cc's? Beats me. Anyway, he thought it was odd that I asked that question, but it's like I know that it takes more black powder by volume. I thought it did anyway, than something equivalent. I don't use this. I use Long Shot for our cowboy loads, and it's really, really light load. So it's just above, just barely going off. So it's enough that the shot hits the target, but it knocks it down, but not overdoing it. So anyway, this was the video for JG6 guns. Tell me what you think about it. Thanks for watching.